Why did unseen enemies cause such fear in Civil War battles? Imagine walking through a battlefield where the enemy could be hiding behind every tree, in the shadows, or even disguised as a civilian. That's exactly what soldiers faced during the Civil War. Unseen enemies created a constant feeling of danger because guerrilla fighters used surprise and stealth to attack. They often struck from hidden spots, along roads, or in forests, then disappeared before soldiers could react. This made soldiers feel vulnerable and unsure of what was around the corner. Guerrilla fighters relied on hit-and-run tactics, attacking supply trains, small patrols, or isolated units, then retreating quickly. This kept soldiers on high alert all the time, never knowing when or where the next attack might happen. Because these fighters blended into local civilians and terrain, soldiers couldn't tell friend from foe. A person walking nearby could be a guerrilla in disguise, making every shadow or movement suspicious. Guerrillas also targeted important infrastructure like railroads, bridges, and telegraph lines. This disrupted communication and resupply routes, making soldiers feel cut off and more exposed. The constant threat to supplies and communication added to the feeling of isolation and danger in the field. The psychological impact was huge. Soldiers faced not only physical threats but also mental stress from living in a state of constant vigilance. The unpredictability of guerrilla attacks created paranoia and fear, as they could strike at any moment and from any hidden place. Guerrilla warfare was often brutal and chaotic, with no rules or formal combat. This made soldiers more afraid because they faced threats that were not only unseen but also savage and personal. In the Civil War, fighters like Mosby's Rangers in Virginia and border state bushwhackers used these tactics effectively. Their ability to strike unexpectedly and then vanish made it hard for Union soldiers to control the region. Overall, the fear of unseen enemies came from their skill at hiding, striking suddenly, and operating within civilian populations and rough terrain. This made traditional military responses less effective and kept soldiers constantly anxious about threats lurking just out of sight.